Hello everyone and welcome back. How was your last week? I had an amazing time with all the festivities followed by a vacation to Goa. Holi Day was of course very special, and since it was Holi, I was all pepped up to make a nice festive special thali, and the Rajasthani in me had been craving bati churma for quite some time. So I started cooking early on. Started with boiling some milk for the kheer and kneaded the dough for the bati. For the bati, I added 2 tablespoons ghee, salt and crushed ajwain to 3 cups of flour and kneaded a semi-tight dough. Once the dough was ready, I took small portions and shaped them into bati. After the bati was done, I kneaded a separate dough in the same way but without salt and ajwain to make churma. The milk was boiling, so I added 4 teaspoons of soaked rice to it, and now this will cook on a low flame until it gets thick and creamy. This time, my mom-in-law gifted me a tandoor, which was another exciting reason to cook bati and churma. After preheating for 10 minutes, I put the dough balls for both the bati and the churma into the tandoor and cooked them covered. The next dish is amla tapore, as they complement the thali well. I had pre-boiled some amla and kept them in the fridge yesterday. Now I'll just de-seed them. For the tapore, I collected all the whole seeds that give this recipe great flavor and will crackle them in some oil. Then I'll add chopped garlic, hing and the boiled amla into the kadai. I'll cook everything for 30 seconds and then add all the dry spices mentioned on the screen. I'll mix everything well, ensuring that the amla is well coated with all the spices. I have added some jaggery to balance the flavor, but you can skip it if you don't like it, and your amla tapore will be ready. I'll keep turning the bati and churma balls to make sure that they cook evenly from all sides. Instead of dal, I like to eat bati with curry. So I decided to make the khatta moong curry. In the same kadai, I'll add 1 teaspoon ghee, mustard seeds, chopped ginger garlic, curry leaves and onions. I'll saute this till the onions turn translucent, and then I'll add all the sprouted moong. I used a mix of moong and matki dal. Next, I'll add the dry spices and let it cook for 10 minutes until the sprouts soften. Meanwhile, I'll prepare the curry mix. Once the sprouts are cooked well, I'll add the besan buttermilk mix and let this cook on a slow flame until it reduces by half. The kids were super excited for Holi and were ready with their water guns. The kheer had almost reduced to half, so I added some chopped nuts. Karthik likes kesar in kheer, so I decided to add that too, along with sugar, because who counts calories during festivals? The bati turned out so nicely, crisp on the outside and soft on the inside. I will quickly dip them in the ghee so they could soak it up while they are still hot. Next, I went ahead and prepared the churma in a mixing jar on pulse mode to get a coarse texture. I added powdered sugar, chopped nuts and ghee so that everything came together perfectly. Food was done and it was soon time to play Holi. But I was super happy knowing that once we'll return, a hearty meal would be waiting for us. The kids and Karthik had already gone ahead as it was hard for them to wait, and I joined in a bit later. I really love Holi, but over time my excitement for this festival has decreased. Maybe blame it on age. But I thank the kids for bringing the joy back. Their excitement for festivities, the advanced prep done by them, and their simple efforts to make the festival special really motivate us to enjoy them fully. More than for ourselves, as a parent, we try to add to their joy and happiness and make every festival as special as we can. It feels so nice to become a kid again with your own kids and forget the worries of the world. It was a great party and we got very tired and hungry while playing Holi. So we decided to eat there before heading back home. Once back, I quickly washed the utensils while Karthik gave the kids a quick bath and put them to sleep. By early evening, we were all hungry and had plans to go to the mall for some last minute vacation shopping. So I laid down the thali and we all dug into the delicious festival meal and enjoyed it thoroughly. Kheer, churma, bati, khatta moong curry, amla tapore and dahi bade, which I had made earlier, made for an amazing feast. I was happy to have made this thali and satisfy my cravings for a Rajasthani meal. The next day we had our flight to Goa in afternoon. Everyone's stuff was packed and I was the last one left to pack. So after breakfast, I decided to jump into my packing while Karthik was getting the kids ready. I was kind of excited for this trip because who doesn't love a break? I had been to Goa before with Karthik when we had no kids, and oh my god, it was a crazy vacation. From staying on the beach till midnight to visiting a casino, we did it all. Since we had experienced everything, we now wanted to lay low and let the kids soak up the sun and sand while we had a good time as a family. After my clothes were ironed, I decided to clean my makeup brushes before packing them. This time I wanted to spend some time dressing up in Goa because of a very beautiful incident that happened when I visited the mall last night. I can't resist to tell you all this story. While I was shopping in the mall and heading toward the changing room, I met one of my subscribers from the channel and we started talking at length. I was so thrilled to meet her as she began praising my channel and how much she enjoyed my vlogs. It was a very heartwarming meeting. I had a constant smile on my face throughout that conversation. But what amazed me the most was when she said, "You look more beautiful in person than how you look in vlogs." I stood stunned for a few seconds. I was out of words and blabbered something because honestly, not many people choose to appreciate what they see. Instead, they highlight flaws and body shame with their fake concerns. But that simple statement gave me a big boost to my confidence, encouraging me to look even better, especially during my vacation. This incident with that kind lady taught me a valuable lesson. A lesson to praise more, to appreciate often, and to encourage others a lot. Not only does it make their day, but it also boosts their confidence. After all, an appreciation doesn't cost us a dime. So if you are also watching this and like this idea, I would request you to go ahead and appreciate people on your way. This will not only make them feel better, but you yourself will feel very, very amazing. It took me less time than expected to pack everything, and for organized packing, I prefer to use separate pouches or travel cubes as they prevent a mess inside a suitcase or bags. In the afternoon, we headed to the airport. Going to the airport always gives me jitters as I worry about missing the flight. So I always leave well ahead of time, especially after having kids, to avoid any last minute rush. It was a relatively short flight of 2.5 hours. The kids enjoyed their in flight meals while I completely avoided them as I don't really enjoy that food. In no time, we landed in Goa and I was super hungry. We took a hired car and drove to a famous cafe on our way to the hotel. Well, Goa is a paradise for seafood, but I was still hoping to experience some local flavors in vegetarian meals. So I ordered paneer in a roasted coconut goan gravy with chapatis. I was skeptical about combining coconut with paneer, but it was delicious and satisfying. After lunch, we headed straight to our beachside resort in South Goa called Planet Hollywood. It had a unique Hollywood theme and looked quite nice. While Karthik was checking in, I took a quick tour to the lobby and hotel area.
how time has stopped. Nothing's changed. We're the same, and we skip the small talk. 'Cause you know me, yeah, you know me like nobody else.
Then it was time to go to our room. It was beautiful, cozy room with a back door opening into a backyard. The room had everything we needed for our 2-day stay.
To escape, but it was just too late. Someone said your name, had to turn around. Suddenly you're there standing in the crowd. Everything comes back in the blink of an eye. It's like you're mine, you're still mine.
The room and bathrooms were very much in line with the Hollywood theme, complete with sparkling tiles. I quickly went to see the backyard, and it was too hot to enjoy there.
I saw you, but it feels like yes.
I'm sure, though, during the rains, sitting there and sipping tea would feel heavenly.
We're the same, and we skip the small talk. 'Cause you know me.
The room also had a foot massager, which I thought was a best feature. The kids didn't want to wait and headed straight to the pool.
Skip the small talk, 'cause you know me better than I know myself. On mine's been a while now since I saw you, but it feels like yesterday somehow. Time has stopped, nothing's changed. We're the same, and we skip the small talk. 'Cause you know me, yeah, you know me like nobody else. Skip the small talk. Skip the small talk. Skip the small talk.
After a short session, we changed and decided to visit the beach, followed by a nearby beachside cafe. The beach was right behind our hotel, and after having a small glance, we headed towards the cafe. It was a beautiful place, and to be honest, more than food, Goa for me was all about the vibe. This cafe captured the true Goan vibe perfectly.
Like nobody else.
The next day, we woke up early and went to the hotel cafe for our breakfast buffet. After staying abroad and visiting so many countries, one thing I'm truly thankful for in Indian hotels is their free breakfast buffets. They are not just bread and fruits, but a plethora of food items to choose from. Be it variety in cuisine, variety in food, or variety in serving, Indian hotels truly live up to the Atithi Devo Bhava belief. Karthik and I love a good hearty breakfast, and eating here was such an indulgence. Once our tummies were full, we headed towards the beach before the heat peaked. The kids wanted to go by hotel buggy, but I decided to enjoy the scenic walk along the hotel pathways. Sitting by the beach, reading a book while on the sand is a real luxury for me. And I was completely immersed in the moment until the kids decided to go into the sea. As an overprotective mom, I kept denying them, but Karthik chose to ignore me for a good reason. Of course, I thanked him later, and the amount of fun the kids and I had can't be described in words.
I wake up from the sunshine on my face, so dehydrated, don't know what to say. Who's sleeping by my side? What did I do last night? Can someone make this headache go away? Yesterday was supposed to be quiet, being to myself and sit in silence, until I got a call. My friend showed up at my door. They wanted me to go out for a while. We were dancing in the dark with a feeling in our hearts.
For your safety.
Felt like we had it all. We were dancing in the dark. We were dancing in the dark.
After changing and getting ready, it was time for lunch. For me, the perfect vacation is all about chilling and
How
eating.
come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away?
This time, Karthik wanted to take me to a seaside cafe.
What makes the sun go to sleep every night?
There was a live music, and the whole vibe of the cafe was so lively.
I wonder. How come the sky sometimes has
We ordered our food, and while it was being served, I captured the look and feel of the cafe.
Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder.
The kids wanted to eat pasta, so we ordered some, along with tacos with multiple dips and green Thai curry for both of us.
The leaves they left behind. Could it be to make the ground shine like gold until winter comes? Until winter comes. Until winter comes. It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder.
We left the cafe feeling quite content. In the evening, kids took a dip in pool, and this time I also joined them. Rutvi and I really enjoy being together in the pool, and now that she has learned to swim, it's even more fun being in water with her.
We cross over borders, get where we are, and it's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. I did it all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. Nights without sleeping.
After our little swim session, the kids were quite tired. I had carried some activity books along, and they stayed busy with them. This is just a small effort to reduce their TV time in hotel rooms, since they otherwise have nothing else to do.
It's all for you. It's It's all for you. It's all for you. I did it all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you.
Close to dinner time, we headed to Martin Cafe. They had an amazing menu and the place was just so good. With great music in the background and a delicious drink in hand, we couldn't help but groove a little. This place is also famous for its desserts, so of course we tried a couple of them. Relaxed vibes, a jolly good time, live bands and delicious food happened on repeat for the next 2 days. From South Goa, we headed to North Goa and had an equally amazing time. Being a stay-at-home mom, vacations bring out a good change in me. They give me a new perspective on things, expose me to different surroundings, help me meet and interact with new people, and allow me to learn many new things. If you are also looking for a slightest of change in your mundane routine, treat yourself to a vacation like this and break the monotony for a better and happier perspective. I hope you enjoyed watching this fun-filled vlog. Don't forget to comment and interact with me in the comment section and subscribe to the channel for more such vlogs. Join me on Instagram for some behind the scenes glimpses of my daily life, and I'll see you in my next vlog very soon.